What's up, guys? Welcome back to Military Insider Show. My name is Ray, and today we are going to talk about the compensation secrets you've never heard about. I've sat across too many veterans who were missing out on money they earned, not because they didn't qualify, but because nobody told them how the system really works. This video is not about tricks or loopholes. It's about understanding how the VA compensation actually works behind the scenes. If you ever wonder why another vet with the same ratings get more than you, this video will explain it. All right, you ever look at your VA payment and think, that's it? That's all I'm getting? You've got the rating, the years of service, maybe even dependents, but somehow your check still feels short. Here's the truth, guys. There are VA compensation secrets that could add hundreds of dollars to your monthly payment. Most veterans never hear about them because the VA does not exactly advertise them. But today I'm going to break it all down, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for. All right, let's start with the VA rating math they don't explain. When you look at your VA letter, you see a simple percentage, right? But the truth is, VA math isn't real math. 60 plus 30 does not equal 90. The VA combines your rating using something called the combined rating table. That's how you can have 4 different disabilities and still not hit the 100%. But here's the secret. Some combinations of rating triggers the special monthly compensation, or the SMC. For example, if you have one condition rated at 100% and another at 60%, you could qualify for SMCS, the housebound rate. That's an extra $400 to $500 a month without increasing your base rating. Most vets never check if they qualify. All right, let's go to number 2. Dependency pay adjustment. If your family situation has changed, you got married, had a child, or even had a dependent parent, you could be missing out on hundreds every single month. The VA doesn't automatically update your file. You have to fill out a form, which is the 20-686 Charlie, and submit proof. If I've seen veterans get 2 or 3 years worth of back pay just for adding a child they forgot to report. Yes, believe it or not. And yes, they will pay it. They will pay back you, okay, to your original effective date. If your kids are in college and under 23 years old, they can still qualify as dependents. That's money you could be missing right now. Let's go to the overlooked percentages, 100% versus TDIU. A lot of veterans stop pushing for an increase because they think 100% is the finish line. But total disability based on individual unemployability, the TDIU pays the same as 100%, even if your rating is 70 or 80. If your service-connected conditions prevent you from working full-time, you can apply for TDIU. That's $1,000 a year in added pay. And once you hit a certain number of years, it becomes protected, just like a full 100% rating. Let's go back to the SMC, the special monthly compensation. This is the hidden multiplier. In my last video, I talk about this. I want you to go check it out, but let's dig more into this one. SMC is one of the VA's best kept secrets. It's extra pay based on how your disabilities affect your life. For example, the SMCK adds around $120 a month for things like loss of use of a hand, foot, or reproductive organ. SMCS, which is the housebound, adds hundreds more if you're essentially confined to your home or have one 100% disability and another at 60. The SMCL and higher levels can go up to $8,000 plus monthly and total compensation if you require daily assistance. This isn't rare. Thousands of veterans qualify and never file for it. You can request an SMC review at any time without reopening your entire claim. All right, let's talk about the COLA, the cost of living adjustments. Every January, the VA releases a cost of living adjustments, or COLA. By the way, the one for 2026 is already out, so I will be doing another video probably this week, so stay tuned. Here's the thing about the COLA. Your pay may not change right away if your file isn't updated or your dependents are not verified. Always check your e-benefits or va.gov profile around December to confirm your rate matches the new year's chart. It's not automatic for everyone. Sometimes files get stuck, especially for older claims. All right. This one is very sensitive because a lot of veterans forget about this one. It is the adding secondary conditions. This one is a game changer, vets. Many veterans stop after their first claim, but your conditions are often connected. For example, knee problems can lead to hip or back pain. PTSD can cause sleep apnea. Migraines can trigger depressions. These secondary conditions are eligible for additional ratings. The more service-connected conditions you have, the higher combined rating and the higher your pay. Don't underestimate this, vets. I've seen veterans go from 70% to 100% just by providing their secondary conditions were related. Okay? Now, state tax breaks and pay exemptions. Your state can actually increase your net income even if the VA doesn't change your rating. Most states offer property tax exemption, vehicle registration discounts, and income tax waivers for disabled veterans. For example, in Texas and Florida, 100% disabled vets pay zero property taxes. In Illinois, even partial disability can cut your tax bill by thousands. Check your state's VA benefits list because your real income is what you keep, not what you earn. All right? So remember, you might don't see the check coming in to your bank account every single month, but you can save thousands of dollars depending on the state you live in. All right, let's go to the protected ratings. Don't let the VA reduce you. If you have had the same rating for 5, 10, or 20 years, some of your pay is protected. That means the VA cannot just reduce you without proving sustained improvement. 5 years cannot reduce unless there's consistent medical improvement. 10 years, they cannot severe service connection. 20 years, your rating percentage is locked. This matters because protected ratings give you financial stability. If you're near one of those milestones, the 5, the 10, or the 20, make sure your file is clean and you're still reporting conditions accurately. Okay? Let's go to the re-evaluating low ratings. Sometimes the fastest way to increase your pay isn't just a new claim. It's reviewing an old one. If your condition got worse and your rating does not reflect it, you can file for an increase. This doesn't always trigger a full evaluation, and if it does, you're protected as long as you've had the rating for several years. Even at a 10% increase can add hundreds of dollars to your annual income. The key is updating your medical evidence before you file, not after. The back pay audits. Here's one like nobody talks about, which is the VA audit request. If you believe your back pay was miscalculated, you can request an audit through your local regional office. It's not an appeal. It's an accounting review. I've seen vets receive thousands after pointing out missing dependents, wrong effective dates, or overlooked secondary conditions. It takes time, but it's worth it, guys. Most of these compensation secrets come down to one thing: information. The VA doesn't always share it, and most veterans don't have time to dig through all the regulations. But once you know the system, you can make it work for you. Instead, or against you. So you need to make sure you dig down for this type of information. That's one of the reasons I keep posting this type of videos, because I'm trying to get to as many veterans as possible. And the only way that I can do that is you guys liking this content, sharing this content, subscribing to this channel as well. And I really appreciate you guys, your support. Thank you so much for supporting me. Like I said, make sure you hit that like, you hit that subscribe, share this with another veteran, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe.